Everyone, so today we will study the same topic, mole concept. In the last class we started the topic moles, and there we came to know that 1 mole of anything contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles in it. Now if we have 1 mole of atoms, then it contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of that atoms in it. Okay, if we have 1 mole of molecules, then we have 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of that molecules in it. If we have 1 mole of ions, then we have 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of that ions in it. So 1 mole of anything contains this number of particles in it. So from that we have got one relation. So you know that 1 mole of, if we have 1 mole of nitrogen, that means we have 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of nitrogen. Okay, and you also know that 1 mole of nitrogen is equal to 14 gram of nitrogen, that we calculated in the previous class only, how we got 14 grams. Okay, so 1 mole of nitrogen contains this much number of atoms of nitrogen, and 1 mole of nitrogen is 14 gram of nitrogen. So from these two things we have got one more relation, that is 14 gram of nitrogen is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of nitrogen, and that will be equal to 1 mole of nitrogen. Okay, so we have got one more relation, what? 14 gram of nitrogen is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number atoms of nitrogen, and you know that 14 gram of nitrogen means 1 mole of nitrogen. Okay, so if you are given 14 gram of nitrogen, and if you are asked how many atoms are present in 14 gram of nitrogen, then you will say it contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of nitrogen. And if you are asked 14 gram of nitrogen means how much moles, then you will tell 1 mole of nitrogen. 14 gram of nitrogen means 1 mole of nitrogen, as we got to know from these equations. Okay, similarly, if you have 1 mole of water, you know water is a molecule, it is not an atom. Okay, so 1 mole of water means it is 1 mole of water, not 1 molecule of water, don't confuse. 1 mole of water means it contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of water. Okay, 1 mole of water means it contains how many molecules of water? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of water, and 1 mole of water will give you 18 gram of water. Okay, so from these two relation we have got one more relation, that 18 grams of water is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of water, because here from in the right hand side we have the same, so we will cancel and we will get one more relation here. So 18 gram of water molecule means it contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of water. So if you are again asked 18 grams of water contains how many number of atoms, how many number of molecules of water, then you will say there are 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of water present in 18 grams of water, or in 1 mole of water molecule. Okay, now we will specifically find out 1 mole of oxygen molecules contain how many molecules of oxygen. Here specifically I have written oxygen molecules. If you have 1 mole of just oxygen, then it means it is 1 mole of oxygen atom. Then you have to write 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of oxygen. Okay, but if you have 1 mole of oxygen molecule, then you have 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of oxygen. Similarly, 1 mole of oxygen molecule means you have 6.022 2 to 20 power 23 molecules, it means what will be the mass? It will have 32 grams. Okay, so 1 mole of oxygen molecule will be equal to 32 gram of oxygen. Understood? But 1 mole of oxygen atom is equal to how many grams? It will have only 16 gram of oxygen atom. Okay, so here specifically I have written oxygen molecule. So 1 mole of oxygen molecule contains 32 grams of oxygen molecule. Okay, so from these two equations we have got one more relation, that 32 grams of oxygen molecule contains or is equal to 6.022 into 10 to power 23 molecules of oxygen molecule. Okay, so from that we have come to know that 1 mole of oxygen molecule is equal to 6.023 into 10 to power 23 molecules of oxygen is equal to 32 grams of oxygen molecule. So you should know this relation, and from this relation only you will be able to solve all the word problem what will be given to you. If you remember this relation, you can solve any word problem. Okay, now as I told you that you know that 1 dozen of anything is equal to 12 numbers. If you ask the shopkeeper to give you 1 dozen of tomato in vegetable shop, okay, so if you will get how many tomatoes? You will get 12 tomatoes. Similarly, if you ask 1 dozen of banana, then you will get 12 bananas, 12 number of bananas. Okay, similarly 1 gross of anything is 144 number. So here if dozen and gross represent the fixed number, dozen represent 12 numbers and 1 gross represent 144 numbers. Similarly 1 mole represent 6.022 into 10 to power 23 numbers of atoms or molecules or ions or particles. If you have 1 mole of atoms, then you have 6.022 into 10 to power number of atoms. If you have 1 mole of molecules, then you have 6.022 into 10 to power 23 number of molecules. If you have 1 mole of ions, then you have 6.022 into 10 to power 23 number of ions, like that. Okay, so like dozen and gross, here also the number is fixed. 1 mole have what number fixed? 6.022 into 10 to power 23 numbers of the atoms, molecules, ions or particles or anything. Okay, but there is advantage of mole over dozen and gross. Why mole is more superior than dozen and gross? So I'll tell you, in dozen only number of particle is fixed, that is 12 in number. How? So if you ask 1 dozen of banana or 1 dozen of tomato, then you will get 12 tomatoes or 12 banana, but their mass is not fixed. You can get one time you can get 12 bananas which are smaller in size. Other time you will get the bananas whose size or masses, size of the banana is big. Or in next time you will get 1 dozen of banana whose size are mixed. I mean some are smaller and some are larger in shape. So there the mass differs. If you get small bananas which are 12 in number, you will get 1 dozen of banana which are smaller in size, then there the mass of the banana will get reduced. If you will get next day, if you will get 1 dozen of banana again, but there the size of banana is bigger, then their mass of the 1 dozen of banana will be larger, higher. Okay, similarly in gross also, but in moles not only the number is fixed but mass is also fixed. If you have 1 mole of anything, then there the number is fixed, that is you will get 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 numbers of that particle, and also the mass is fixed there, as we have studied just now. If you ask 1 mole of nitrogen, then there the number is fixed, then there, that is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of nitrogen you will get. But you will also get 14 grams of nitrogen every time. So here you can see 14 gram is fixed. 1 mole of nitrogen always contain 14 grams of nitrogen. Means 1 mole of nitrogen have the mass fixed, that is 14 gram. Every time if you ask 1 mole of nitrogen, you will have the same mass, that is 14 gram. 1 mole of nitrogen, you will always get 14 gram of nitrogen atoms only, and number, as you know, it is fixed. But in dozen it is not like that. In dozen only you will get the that thing which is 12 in number, that will be 1 dozen. But there you cannot sure about the mass. Mass can get reduced or mass can go larger. Okay, so this is the advantage of moles, where the number as well as mass is fixed. But in dozen you cannot have the mass fixed, only the number, that is 12 in number, is fixed. Okay, now the number what we always call, that is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, is actually called as Avogadro number. Okay, and it is given by the scientist Amedeo Avogadro. So the number is named on the scientist Amedeo Avogadro, because the Avogadro number was given by the name was given by the scientist Amedeo Avogadro. Okay, so you can just tell 1 mole of nitrogen contains Avogadro number of atoms of nitrogen. Okay, yeah, or 1 mole of anything contains Avogadro number of particles in it. You need not always call the number 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. You can just say it contains Avogadro number of atoms of that thing, or Avogadro number of molecules, or Avogadro number of particles. Okay, so Avogadro number is also sometimes called as Avogadro constant, and it is represented by n small o. Okay, we'll just revise. Atomic mass means mass of one atom. Okay, molecular mass means mass of one molecule. 1 mole of atoms means mass of 6.022 in 10 to the power 23 atoms, and 1 mole of molecules means mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. Now you know that atomic mass, which represents mass of one atom, it is represented by U. You know why? Because mass of one atom is a very small mass, so we will represent it by U. Similarly, molecular mass, which represents mass of one molecule, and it is also a very small mass, so value we will get will be very small, so this also is represented by U only. Okay, now 1 mole of atoms. 1 mole of atoms represent mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. This much atoms. So mass of Avogadro number of atoms, we will get the large value. That's why we represent it by the unit gram. This much gram of contains 1 mole of atoms. Okay, so 1 mole of molecules means, you know, it represents mass of Avogadro number of molecules. So that value also we will get, whatever the mass we will get of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules will be larger. So here also the 1 mole of molecule is represented by the unit gram only. Okay, but there is one trick, as I discussed with you in the last class also, that whenever you are asked to write the mass of 1 mole of molecule, Okay, so what you can just do is, what is the trick is, at the mass of one atom, that is atomic mass and mass of 1 mole of atom, the values are same. The numerical values of both atomic mass and mass of 1 mole of atom will be same, only you have just to change the unit. So units are different. How we will just see here. If you see the atomic mass of nitrogen, atomic mass of nitrogen, you know it is represented by U, and you know what is the atomic mass of nitrogen. If you remember, it is 14 U. Okay, and if you calculate 1 mole of mass of 1 mole of nitrogen, it is represented by unit gram, because it gives you large value, but value if you see, it is also 14. So here numerical value of both atomic mass and mass of 1 mole of the atom will always be same, and only the units are different. You can see one more example. If you see atomic mass of oxygen atom, it is, you know how much it is, 16U, you know that. And if you calculate mass of 1 mole of oxygen atom, it is represented by gram, but the value comes 16 only. So that shows that the numerical values of atomic mass of any atom or molecule, or the mass of 1 mole of any atom and molecule, the numerical value will be same, only the units are different, because this units tells you about the large mass, and this unit tells about 16U is very small value. Okay, we will see one in the case of molecule also. If you see molecular mass of water, how much it is? If you calculate 2 into atomic mass of hydrogen plus 1 into atomic mass of oxygen, you will get 18U. You remember, if you remember. And if you calculate 1 mole of water molecule, then you will get in grams, and that will be 18 grams only. So you can see here the value, numerical value of molecular mass of water and molecular mass, or 1 mole of mass of 1 mole of water is same, only the units are different. That will be different only. So while calculating every time the mass of one molecule of anything, you can, if you just know the molecular mass of that thing or atomic mass of that atom, then what you can do, just write the numerical value, that is atomic mass value of that atom, or in the case of molecule, the molecular mass of that molecule, and you can just change the unit by gram. Then you will get that 1 mole of that thing, that is 1 mole of that atom or 1 mole of that molecule. Okay, so here you have just to change the units, and values will be same as that of the atomic mass only or molecular mass only. Okay, now so you should know one more relation, that is mass of 1 mole of atoms or mass of 1 mole of molecules is also known by molar mass. Okay, so molar mass represent mass of 1 mole of atoms or mass of 1 mole of molecules. So from that you have got one relation, like one equation, number of moles is equal to given mass divided by molar mass. So it is a very important relation. From that you can solve many word problem. If number of moles you have to find out, then you can just use this formula. You can put the value of the mass given and the molar mass you can calculate, that is mass of 1 mole of atom, and you will get the answer of number of moles. Okay, now molar mass can be represented if you just rearrange this equation. Molar mass, if you comes here and number of moles will come here, then we can just write we can just rearrange this equation and can write as molar mass is equal to given mass divided by number of moles. So what will be the unit of molar mass? The unit of molar mass will be gram per moles. Gram, given mass will be in gram, plus moles, number of moles. So gram per moles will be the unit of molar mass. What will be the unit of moles? It will be number, 1 mole, 2 mole. So there is no units for that. We just say it is 1 mole, 2 moles, like that. So moles just we say, okay. And you know mass, the unit of mass will be gram. We calculate it in grams only, okay. We avoid calculating in kg, just will calculate in grams only, okay. So this relation is very important. From that you can get to know either number of moles or the given mass required, like that, okay. Now we will do some word problem. There we will solve some of the question, NCERT based question, but right now we will see the homework question that was given to you in the last class. So just see carefully. Most of you have not done very correctly. So fill in the blanks was the first question. In that you were given 1 mole of hydrogen atoms. So 1 mole of hydrogen atoms means it contains how many atoms of hydrogen? It contains 6.022 into 10 to power 23 atoms of hydrogen. And in the other side I gave blank gram of hydrogen atoms. So you know that 1 mole of hydrogen atoms means it contains how many grams of hydrogen atom? You can do by calculation also. And one more trick is there, as I told you in this class only, that you can just calculate the molecular atomic mass of hydrogen, and in place of the unit U, you can just replace it by gram. So that value will give you the value of 1 mole of hydrogen atoms, okay. So it is 1 gram of hydrogen atom only, okay. Now 1 mole of nitrogen atoms means it contains 6.022 into 10 to power 23 atoms of nitrogen, also blank grams of nitrogen atoms. So by calculation you can do, or you can just if you know the atomic mass of nitrogen, which is how much? It is 14 U. So just in place of U you can just write gram, and this value is nothing but the 1 mole of nitrogen atom. So 14 gram is already written. 14 gram of nitrogen atoms represent 1 mole of nitrogen atoms, okay. Now 1 mole of blank atoms gives you what? 1 mole of blank atoms gives you 6.023 into 10 to power 23 atoms of blank element, that we don't know. So we will see this side, and here it is showing 23 gram of that atom. So we should know कि 1 mole of which atom contains 23 grams. So for that also we can just take help of atomic mass of that atom. So whose atomic mass is 23 U? Do you know? It is sodium, okay. So 24 gram will be the mass of 1 mole of sodium atom. So we will quickly write here 23 grams of sodium atoms represent 1 mole of sodium atoms, and it contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of sodium, okay. Now 1 mole of sodium chloride molecules. If you just write sodium chloride also, that also represents sodium chloride is a compound, it is a molecule also, but I have written here molecules. So here you have to fill the blanks as molecules. 6.022 10 to the power 23 molecules of sodium chloride. Most of you have written atoms of sodium chloride. How NaCl could be an atom? No, it will be a molecule only. So it contains 6.022 10 to the power 23 molecules of sodium chloride. Okay, and 1 mole of sodium chloride molecules contains blank gram of sodium chloride. So you can just calculate as I have discussed how to calculate, or you can do by other method also. Just if you know the molecular mass of sodium chloride, what is the molecular mass of sodium chloride? It is 58.5 U. So just replace the unit by gram and you will get the mass of 1 mole of sodium chloride. So 1 mole of sodium chloride molecule, you can just write here 58.5 gram of sodium chloride. Okay, so it is the best trick to go for the molecular mass or atomic mass whenever you have to write about the 1 mole of any molecule or 1 mole of any 1 mole of molecules or 1 mole of atoms. Okay, so next was 1 mole of any particles, maybe it is atoms, molecules or ions. It contains always 6.0 to 10 to the power 23 number of that particles, means 6.0 to 10 to the power 23 number of maybe atoms or number of molecules or this much number of ions. Okay, this much is what? It is the Avogadro number of that particles. Okay, and 1 mole of any particles, that is atoms, molecules or ions, have relative mass of those particles in, we are representing the mass in what? Grams. So here we will write grams. So most of you have done mistake in that, you have written some other answer. So just recheck your answer and correct it, do correction. So I have written grams here. Okay, particle in gram. Okay, now second question, calculate the mass of 1 mole of ammonia. Okay, so I gave you the method how to calculate 1 mole of ammonia. So for that you should first know mass of 1 atom of ammonia, that is atomic mass you should know. Atomic mass of ammonia is how much? 17 AMU. So it is known it is 17 AMU. So 1 mole of mass of 1 atom of ammonia is 17 AMU. So mass of 1 mole of ammonia will be 17 gram. Directly you can just write. Okay, but if it is asked you to calculate it, okay, by showing the Avogadro number and all, then you have to go by this method. So first you know the mass of 1 atom of ammonia is 17 AMU. So mass of 1 mole of ammonia will be, you can just show how you have got 17 gram. So it is 6.1 atom contains 17 AMU. So 6.0 to 10 to the power 23 atoms contain into 17, and AMU you have to convert it into gram, and you will get again 17 gram that we have got directly by seeing the atomic molecular mass of ammonia. Okay, so if it is asked for just 1 mark, then you can just show it is 17 AMU, mass of 1 atom of ammonia or molecular mass of ammonia. So the 1 mole of ammonia will be 17 gram. And if it is asked to calculate by showing Avogadro number, then you have to go by this method and you have to show like that you have got 17 grams. Okay, now third question is calculate the mass of 2 moles of oxygen atom. Same method you can do. Mass of 2 moles of oxygen atom, mass of 1 atom of oxygen or atomic mass of oxygen is 16 AMU. So 1 mole will be 16 gram, or you can just show it by Avogadro number like this, you will get 16 gram. Now mass of 1 mole of oxygen atom is 16 gram. So mass of 2 moles of oxygen atom, you just multiply it by 2, you will get 32 grams. So 2 moles of oxygen atom contains 32 grams of oxygen atoms. Okay, now what is the mass of 5 moles of water? It is same as your last question, but here you have to show by molecules. So mass of 1 mole of water, you can just calculate it by showing Avogadro number as 18 grams. Or if you just know the molecular mass of water is how much, it is 18 AMU. So just replace the unit by gram, that is 18 gram will be the mass of 1 mole of water. Now you have to calculate mass of 5 moles of water. So you can just write like that, mass of 1 mole of water is equal to 18 grams. So mass of 5 moles of water is, just multiply it by 5, you will get 90 grams. So 90 grams of water is contained in 5 moles of water. Okay. Now fifth is, calculate the mass of 0.40 or 0.40 moles of carbon dioxide. So for that you have to first find out one mass of 1 mole of carbon dioxide, and then by unitary method you can show 1 mole of carbon dioxide contains itna gram. So 0.40 moles of CO2 contains, you can just calculate it. So we have just calculated mass of 1 mole of carbon dioxide by showing Avogadro number 44, and 1.67 minus 24 gram, we will get 44 gram. You know that molecular mass of carbon dioxide, you know how to calculate, it will come 44 mu. Just replace the unit, you will get 44 grams. So 44 gram will be the mass of 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So mass of 1 mole of carbon dioxide means 44 gram. So mass of 0.40 moles of carbon dioxide, just multiply 44 into with 0.40, you will get 17.6 gram. Here also many of you have gone wrong. So just see and read the question carefully. Some of the children have written 0.5 instead of 5 moles. So first read the question carefully. If you just go wrong in reading the question only, then your whole answer will go wrong. So first, what is asked in the question, first understand it, read it 2 or 3 times if you don't understand, and then start solving the question. Okay. Now your last question is, how many atoms are there in 16 grams of oxygen? So there is formula for that I will show you in the next class, but this is the direct question, so directly we can just solve it. 16 grams, you know, 16 gram of oxygen, it is a molecular atomic mass of oxygen. So atomic mass of oxygen is 16 AMU. So 16 gram will be 1 mole of oxygen. So we know that 16 gram of oxygen is equal to 1 mole of oxygen atom. And you know that 1 mole of oxygen atom always have how many atoms present in it? It contains Avogadro number of atoms, that is 6.02 × 10⁻23 atoms of oxygen. So it is a direct question, how many atoms are there in 16 gram of oxygen? So we have just calculated 16 gram of oxygen means how many moles. So you have got 1 mole of oxygen atom, and 1 mole of anything contains how many atoms? It is asking. It contains 6.02 × 10⁻23 atoms of oxygen. Okay, so just don't just go copying your friend's notes or something, or just don't go by blindly write by taking help of net or any other means. First understand whatever I have taught you, and with that concept, taking that concept only, you will be able to solve it correctly. So whatever I have just discussed, just follow those methods only, then you will get the answer correctly. Thank you.